how am I feeling? What is the negative thoughts? Why am I having these negative thoughts? What can I do to remove them? And one thing that I say to a lot of people when I'm working through a process with them is there's three things that you need to know. I am home, I am safe, and I am enough. And you
Mm.
remember those three.
We're going to need more practice on certain days than others because we're going to have, as you mentioned, these external distractions that help us forget.
We can only think of one thing at a time. So we can either think that we're bad at something or we can think that we are good at something. So
Mm.
the problem that we have is that when we think we are bad or negative and we try and replace that with something that's positive, we find it very difficult because those negative thoughts are pounding within our head and we kind of go, oh, hang on, I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this. So there is a method which you can do, and I can share with you if you wish to help you remove that as well. If you're having a negative thought or you're having something that's really pulling you down and feeling that time of being, what's the word? Despair.
Mhm.
I've learned to believe that we have three bodies. We
Mm.
have a physical body, we have a mental body, and we have an emotional body. And anyone that's in martial arts will know the physical body is memory muscle. And then our brain, which is attached to our within our head, helps our subconscious and pushes everything through, keeps us alive. And then we have our emotions. And sometimes that trigger of something of a negative feeling can come in, or an emotion or a thought to say you're not worthy.
Mm.
Okay. And the best thing, what I say to people, take that emotion, put it up in a sphere or a bubble beside you, use my different hands, put it up in a bubble, and look at it and picture it coming away from your physical body. Picture it coming away from your mental body and detach it from your emotions. And look at
Mm.
it there and speak to it and say, you are no longer part of me. You are no longer part of my body. You are only just a thought that is no longer here, but you are out on its own. And speak out loud to it, talk to it. Because when you do that, you're acknowledging it that it isn't part of you. And by doing that, then it starts to alchemize. And as it's alchemizing, start replacing with something better, you know,
Mm.
something better, something more positive. And if you practice that long enough, it happens, it changes.